I really strongly believe that people who have platforms should use their platforms for good. And therefore, today I have decided to come onto my channel and use my platform to complain about everything wrong with build mode in The Sims 4 because there are some things, and I'm sure they don't bother just me, that are just really irritating about build mode. Like little things, like swatch issues, and like just the tiniest little problems. And I really want to complain about them. And I figured that like if I used my voice, maybe we could get them fixed. No one cares about these things. They're not going to fix them. But we can try our best. So here we are. I'm in the game. I've got a very long list, and we have some things to complain about. So I guess let's just begin. My number one issue, which isn't maybe they aren't like quite in order. They're kind of just like in order of how I thought of them. But like the first issue I thought of, which probably speaks volumes about how irritating it is what I'm calling the swatch problem, which is the fact that like we have all these things and no matching swatches. I'll talk more about that later when it comes to like the wood swatches we have, but my particular issue as of recently has been the swatch problem on fences and fence gates. For example, we got this gorgeous new fence in the update recently, and there's a ton of swatches, like great swatches. This white swatch, stunning, but there isn't a matching gate, and aside from the matching gate issue, we have a gate that like fits and kind of matches because there's a fence that's similar to this that only has 3 swatches, as you can see. So it matches this one, but this gate only has these 4 swatches, and the only white swatch has a blue gate. They also have a white with a brown gate, but like why isn't there just a solid white gate? Why can't we get a matching solid white gate? I'm sorry, I just don't understand. Like what we're lacking so many just like plain white swatches. We have all these crazy ones like, oh, a blue gate, oh boy, but where's the white one? I just want it to match. Like I use the white fence all the time because that's like a classic. Like no people in regular houses have like a white fence, like the plastic white fences. You know what I'm talking about? Those are everywhere, at least where I live. And so I just want a matching white gate. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm already ranting and we just started. There are other things that are missing, just a plain white swatch as well. For example, this is a great shelf, okay? We have some other like white, kind of more fancy looking shelves. This one's got like a little thingy on it. This one's got a little thingy on it. This is a really good normal shelf, okay? Use it all the time. Got plenty of good wood swatches. There's no plain white swatch. We have like a beige. There's not a white swatch. Why isn't that? That feels like an oversight to me. Like a lot of these things, I bet the people that made the game don't even realize we're missing these swatches because no one complains about it. Because like, who cares about this like base game shelf? I do, and I want a white swatch. I use it all the time, and we don't have one. Okay. But yeah, that's the end of my white swatch problem. Can we talk about lighting for a second? It feels fitting to me. Okay, so in past Sims games, we've been able to change the brightness and color and stuff of lights while you're in build mode. Like you could click on it and you could change the brightness and things. Whereas in The Sims 4, you have to go out of build mode into the game and then change it. So I could theoretically turn all the lights and like maybe set the intensity to all the lights in the house to be more bright. But like we can't do that in build mode. So a lot of times I'll be like building a nightclub and wanting to change it to have like colorful lights or dim lights or whatever. But I can't do it from build mode. I have to like bring a sim to the lot, and it's just a whole fiasco. Why can't I do it from build mode? I just don't understand why I can't like right click on it and do that. It seems dumb to me. I have some more issues with like objects in particular. Oh boy. Okay, so you know how we have like these tables? These seem like really good standard console tables in real life, like the perfect TV table, right? Because when you hang up a TV on the wall, it fits pretty well above it. It's like a good, decent console table. It's a good height because the coffee table is kind of short compared to it, you know? But the issue is that TVs do not slot onto this. So the TV will slot onto like this thing. The TV tables that we have are technically these odd items, which are similar in width and stuff, but like those are our only 4 like TV tables that they slot onto. But why won't it slot onto this? Even like a radio won't slot onto that. This is like the perfect spot to put this stupid stereo thing. Why not? Why can't I don't understand. And even if you come in and you're like, okay, bb.move objects on, you know, and then you go to raise it up, sometimes they still don't even get the right height. Like this table works, the height is good. You see how it like doesn't float or anything? But some of the other tables, when you do that, for example, like this one's a little bit taller. If you raise it up and try and put it on there, it's floating. Do you see that? Do you see how it's not like raised up to the right height so it floats? I don't understand. Why won't it slot onto this? That's like the perfect table for the TV. It should slot there. I'm gonna freak out. This was a bad idea of a video to make. And speaking of awkward heights of things and stuff that you can't raise and lower easily, the mirrors. Can we talk about the awkward heights of the mirrors that we have? Because it seems that they all have like a normal average height, but then they start getting all wild and wacky on us, and I don't really understand how the heights for these were selected. And the issue is that you can raise them up. So like if I wanted this mirror to be the same height as this one, I can raise it up pressing 9, but I can't lower it back past where its original height was. Why can I raise the mirrors but not lower them? That doesn't make any sense to me. I get that I can't size them up. That makes perfect sense, obviously, because like, why would you be able to change the size of these things? They're trying to reflect, but I should be able to lower them, I feel like, and I can't. The things I have next on my list really irritate me, so I want to warn you guys, if I start getting a little bit ranty, I'm sorry. I'm bothered, you know? So we're gonna talk about doors and archways for a second, okay? I personally think that the medium and tall wall heights are really ugly, the tall one especially, but like, I'm not opposed to using the medium wall height sometimes. But I find that I often don't want to because we have all these nice archways that work really well on short wall heights, but look so dinky when you put them on a medium wall height. And when you put them on a tall wall height, they look even worse. And we don't have any good archways that sort of fit on these tall wall heights, right? Like that one, that's not that's too modern and weird looking. I want like a cute, and we don't have any options that work. And we only very recently got medium wall height options that are good. I need more options as far as archways go on other wall heights, and doors too. Like the doors we have look so dinky and weird on taller wall heights. And in real life, a lot of times in houses that have like abnormally tall walls, they'll have like slightly taller doors, like specially made slightly taller doors that maybe go up to like right here instead. So they look very tall, but they look more normal on the height of the wall, because those doors on this wall height, they look so dumb. And like my parents' house, not to weird flex or anything, but they've got like some kind of tall ceilings on the first floor. And so they have like taller doors to the bedrooms and stuff because it looks more normal with these taller ceilings. Like that's a thing that happens in real life. Why do we only have these tiny doors? Oh my God. And single tile glass doors. We have all these glass doors. Like we have this glass door that matches the windows. They're the perfect height to match the full glass windows we have. But we don't have a single tile glass door that matches. Like we have this one and we have this one, but they don't match. They're like gray and not white, and they aren't the same door. You know what I mean? And also, the new sliding door, why is it so short? Again, with the dinky little doors. Why are they all so small? Why doesn't it fill the whole wall height? Because if you're going to try and have, like a lot of houses in real life will have like maybe full windows like this and then a sliding glass door next to them, but that doesn't work because the sliding glass door is so little. Like, why doesn't it match? Why don't they match? Speaking of other things that don't match, this one really gets to me. I can't understand this. So we have this window, okay? And then we have this window. Very similar windows. One of them's a little bit bigger, that's fine. But when you look at the swatches, okay, they aren't the same. So for example, like those match, but say I wanted to get like a nice white window with some green shutters, okay? Here's a nice white window with some green shutters. Oh look, a nice white window. Wait a minute, those shutters don't match. Tell me how we have these two windows, but we don't have matching green shutters. Why are they different? Why aren't they the same color? Like, if you're gonna give us swatches in the game, at least give us the ability to match the swatches in the game. Like, in The Sims 3, we could customize things more with a color wheel and stuff. I don't expect a color wheel in The Sims 4, but like, if we can't match them ourselves, can you at least match them for us? This goes for other things too, like wood tones and bed frames and stuff like that, which I'll get into in a second. But like, at least the windows, can you at least make them match? And so like some windows, like this one matches the light green and this one's more dark green. But like, why aren't they the same? Like why is it so difficult to find matching? Like why couldn't they be the same green? We don't need two light greens. They could have been the same green. It would have been fine. I would have been so okay with that. But Instead, they don't match. I also get very annoyed way too often about the brick situation as far as like matching it to stairs and to walls and to the foundation, because we don't have a brick that matches this foundation. I mean, we do, it's this one, but we don't have this brick without the weird siding bit. I don't want the weird siding bit, I just want the plain brick. But we don't have the plain brick, we only have the weird siding bit. Like, and the weird siding bits, the way the game auto-sides, it's fine on like a little square like this, but say I were to start putting some bump outs around the place, the way the game like does the auto-siding on this, that looks terrible. Like, you see how it looks right here versus here? What? In The Sims 3, you could do it yourself, so they had like a swatch that was plain, a swatch with the right side and one with the left side, and you could put it yourself. In The Sims 4, they do it like an auto siding based on the room system, but it's not always correct, and sometimes it'll have like no siding on certain parts and siding on one side, and or like siding on the upstairs but not on the downstairs. And I wish that I could place it myself, because I know how to do it where I want it, and the game doesn't always. And so I would put like this brick down instead, and then use maybe the get together column to kind of simulate that little piece of trim. But why can't I just side the walls the way I want them to be? Speaking of trim, the roof trim colors that we have, I'm not gonna lie, are not ideal. I don't understand why we don't have like a set of standard brown swatches. Again, I'll complain about the wood situation in a little bit, but like there isn't a good brown swatch that matches the wood columns that we have. Like, there isn't a one that matches any color I would like to have. Like, this one, you see how it's a little bit, this is me being really picky, but it's a little bit more red toned than this brown. Like, there isn't a good brown that matches most of the browns that we have. They're all, like, too red toned, too dark, too whatever. That one's just straight up red. I need a set of like 6 brown wood swatches and have them all match everything, because it's so hard to match things in this game. And also the pool trim. This doesn't bother me that much always, but sometimes I just want like some wider pool trim like this, but more plain like this. And also these are the same bad swatches. There isn't a good swatch that matches this. And like I might want like a wider one that isn't like all weird and stone-like and isn't like a weird ugly marble. Like, why is that so hard to find? Again, with the wood swatch problem, this is like my biggest #1 issue, I think, because again, we don't have the ability to customize things like we could in The Sims 3, and so we're relying a lot, obviously, on their swatches and what they give us. And because of that, I think it'd be nice to have just some matching swatches. Why is it so hard to get matching wood swatches? For example, we have like this standard base game bed. It's got some standard base game wood swatches. We have like the lighter color, the darker, almost black color. We've got the gray. We have like this brown color. That's fine. We have things that match that. But then you get into like this parenthood bed, okay? And the wood swatches on this thing, we've got like a nice standard light color. We can sort of match that even though it's a little bit different from this one. But this color? This wood color doesn't match anything. Why did they do that? Like, only Parenthood has objects that are that color, and so it's impossible to match any of the other furniture. So it's so hard to like make a room using it because it doesn't work. Like, it doesn't match anything. Why? Why couldn't you just give us like a standard, like if they had given us this color on it or like, you know, this brown color instead, it would have looked fine. And then it would have matched everything. But no, we had to get a weird orange thing. And also it's ugly. So like, great, just great. And this goes for like everything. Like, for example, we even have random little chairs. These that came in backyard stuff. That wood color? What is that? That matches nothing we have. And the city living stuff? This bed is gorgeous, but the wood colors, this one's fine. But then you get like this color, that doesn't match anything. Like, you put it up next to a side table, and the side tables we have, they are not that yellow color. They're like a nice tan color. Like, sorry. We just need some good wood swatches. Why is that so hard? Oh my god, and the chess table? We have these chess tables. These are our only chess tables. Now, can someone explain why the wood swatches on them are so ridiculous? Like, what are these? Why can't we just get normal ones? And you know, sometimes I want like a good neutral wall color or like a good neutral green. The greens we have all look like this You know, the beiges are all kind of ugly. I just want some good neutral colors on the walls. Why is that so hard to find? Also, we have a million swatches with this trim, and you have matching ones without trim. That's amazing. That's so good. But you know, sometimes I want like this trim, like trim on the bottom, not on the top. Can we get a wall that is even all of these colors, like the same standard colors, but only has trim on the bottom? Because this looks so fancy to me, and this looks more like a normal person's house. You know, like most people have walls like this, I imagine, with like a white trim at the bottom, whereas this looks like a really nice, like, oh, you've got crown molding, oh boy, you know, like it, but it's like the cheapest wall, you know, like it's, I don't understand. I don't want to sit here and complain about our lack of certain objects, for example, beds, counters and cabinets, etc. But you know what, because everyone feels that way, couches, like we want more of those things always, obviously, but like, you know what we're really lacking? More so than all those things? Good shower tub combos. I feel like most people, so many people in real life have like a shower tub, like standard, like this kind of thing, shower tub combo, right? This is like your standard bathroom, I feel like. But why do we only have a couple of them? Like, there are 2 base game ones. Both of them are kind of weird. This one's cheap. This one's really expensive. And then we have, like, a vampire one and then the Parenthood one. Why do we only have 4 when these are so common in real life? Like, we have all these weird standalone showers. Like, this thing? Who has one of these in real life? Why? Why do I have that? I want this. Okay, I'm sorry. I have one more matching complaint. I got just... One more. So the bars, right? We have a lot of bars that match the base game counters, as you can see by these, and like this one, and this one, and stuff, and this one. But like, these all have all the normal matching counter swatches, except this one. This one has 4, but this matching counter has a gazillion swatches. Why is that? Why don't they have all the same ones? And this one, we just got updated versions of these counters that match it. So there's like a gazillion swatches that match this, but there's only these for this thing. Why don't they match? You can't have a matching bar and like that. Why? Okay, I'm sorry. If you're gonna make us only have swatches, at least give us the swatches we need. That's my full complaint for the whole video. It's just give me the swatches I want. Sorry, I'll stop. The curtain situation is dire, and it always has been in like every Sims game ever. But you know what? Sometimes maybe I have like this window, okay? And I want to put some cute curtains on it. Now our options, we've got like this thing. Oh, it doesn't fit. This thing, this one doesn't fit. This one fits, but like it's ugly, you know? So we have very few options. We have the seasons ones that are made to fit it. But like maybe I see, oh, you know, these cats and dogs ones are real cute. Oh wait, it's made for medium wall height. I'll just size it down. Oh, but I can't lower it. This would be perfect if I could lower it, but I can't. I can press 9 and raise it up. Why can't I lower it? Same thing with the mirrors. What's up with that? Why I can't lower it? I'm holding 0 and it won't go. That bothers me so much because we don't have that many curtain options. I wish that we could use the tools in the game to make our curtains more versatile, and we can't. Also, all this weird sticker stuff, like these things, I don't want any of them. Just give me some like cute, simple paintings, you know, like the cats and dogs painting, like hold on. This thing was the perfect painting. It's small, it can be sized up well, okay? It comes in a ton of swatches for mixing and matching. This is the ideal painting. I want more things like this. This is like, couldn't get better, most perfect thing in the world, like just stunning. And it's good, it's got good colors too. I have one last thing, and it's not actually that deep, but like it's a little bit weird, okay? Hear me out. The tagging for the menus is kind of weird sometimes. Like it's hard to find objects. Sometimes like the ceiling fan, right? Where's the ceiling fan? I always try not to search it. And so when you search the ceiling fan, it ends up being in miscellaneous electronics, which is kind of weird to me, right? I can never find the washer and dryer. And today I discovered that it's underneath indoor activities. Like the washer and dryer are tagged with like where all the fish tanks are and like game stuff. But why can you not find them inside of the bathroom area? Doesn't that seem weird? And for example, like when I click this fruit bowl in the kitchen, I know it takes me to miscellaneous decorations, but I feel like they should tag it better to not have all this random junk in it. Cause like why are these things one of the top objects when you click on like kitchen decor. Like, I feel like it should be tagged better to have more things like these fruit bowls and stuff, and not like this thing or like these weird crates. Like, they just feel like they're taking up a lot of space and making it hard to find objects. And plus, all this new stuff down here that came with Get Famous, that's all tagged like with the kitchen items. Like, I know it's the miscellaneous decorations category, but that's not, like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. They're so much easier to find this way, but I feel like if they're doing it this way, it needs to be more streamlined to just what you might want in the kitchen. Same thing in the dining room, like what you might want in the dining room should be tagged here. Or like what you might want to put in your living room should be tagged here, but it's not. And that's like a weird complaint that doesn't matter that much. So like kind of dumb to end on, but like, final thoughts. These are all very dumb things. I am so aware of that, trust me. But like, as a person who plays The Sims constantly and builds all the time, they're little things that bother me so much, and it's fun to complain, okay? I think that we can all relate to this. Like, we are all just in this together. I had fun writing this list. On stream the other night, I was just sitting there and I got on this rant about swatches, like the white swatch fence thing, and I just kept going for like an hour, and I was like, okay, I need to make a video about this because I think we all relate. Again, in the comments, tell me all the things that bother you because I would love to hear about them. Hey, one more thing, you guys, just quickly, little thing. I'm releasing merch. Last year I had some gorgeous holiday merch. This year I've brought it back. I've changed it. It's better, it's new, it's fun, it's fresh, and there are some other things on the website. They're interesting, to say the least. I think you should check it out. There's a link down below. I worked really hard on it, so if you want to just go links, merch, lilsimsie stuff, I don't know, I'm a sellout. But I think on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and cut off right here. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry for ranting so much. I'm trying to calm down, but make sure to go ahead and leave a like and comment and subscribe and do all those fun YouTube things. And in case you guys didn't know, I post new videos every single day. And so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Hey, the merch, by the way, the merch. Did you hear merch? Did someone say merch? I think I said merch. Did I make merch? Oh, you should click on that link.